Titan.
So Tony, I'm really excited about the money we're able to save you. 2 separate incentives that we're able to give you today because it's your first time, and we're locking in those savings. Now, all I need is your okay right below our road. Thank you.
Just before I do that, Annette, I gotta check with my spouse. I gotta check with my wife.
Oh, okay. Well, and I get it. I totally get it. You want to check with Candace. However, this is one of the floor plans that you said at the very beginning she absolutely loved on our website, correct?
Yeah, she did.
And to find out that it actually works for your budget, she's going to be thrilled to pieces, right?
She will.
Now, do you think she'll have any questions? What are some of the most important questions she'd actually have?
Well, I mean, I know she's probably gonna ask, how much does this thing cost? Price.
The price. Okay, so that's absolutely the biggest question she's going to have is the price.
Probably.
All right. Now, what do you think about the price?
Yeah, it's an okay price.
It's an okay price. Well, now let me ask you something. We have, shown you that we have great service. We have the red carpet care, for you and your family. We're making sure that everything is exactly what we say it's going to be. So let me ask you this. When you, drove up in your Mercedes earlier,
Okay.
you, I'm sure, did some due diligence. You looked at it. Candace may have looked at it. But did you walk away with some great savings that first day?
I did.
You did. What prevented you from leaving and coming back again?
Just
Were
leaving.
those savings going to be off the table if you came back a second time?
Yeah, they were.
They were. So why didn't you do it? Why did you choose to get it the first day?
Well, because I love the vehicle and I had a bunch of savings.
Exactly. Do you realize, Tony, that you would be walking away, instead of the home being $63.73, that you are now looking, instead of the house being $57.50 a square foot, you would be paying $63.73.
I didn't realize that.
Exactly. Now, do you think Candace is going to be more upset that you didn't take advantage of the savings, or that you made the decision without her?
She's always on me about saving money, so I'm sure she'll probably be a little.
I've already added contingent upon Candace's approval for you to initial on. So upon her approval, we can move forward with this. Plus the fact we have, it's absolutely 100% refundable if she doesn't like it. Or we can actually transfer the kind of savings that we're talking dollars to a different house. So, Tony, you sound like a very smart man. I just need your okay right below our road. Thank you.
Okay.
Excellent, Tony. I'm really excited because we were able to get you all the incentives, 2 separate incentives actually, to get you the savings that it equals up to $15,150. So all I need is your okay right below our road. Thank you.
You know what? I love to, but I still got to go look at another place.
You need to look at another place.
Yeah, I still want to go shop at one more place.
Okay. Just so I make sure there's no disconnect. Everything about the home you love, right?
Yeah, I love it. I just want to make sure that, I just check all my I's and dot my T's, or not backwards. And just want to make sure that I got it.
Sure, Tony, and you know what? I can appreciate that. I do. I can appreciate that because, when it's all said and done, everybody wants to make sure that they're making the best decision, obviously. So now let me ask you, I was able to prove to you with, all 3 separate resources that we do have the best quality construction. We have the highest energy efficiency and the best resale value. Now, let me ask you, do you know any other company that would, compromise and give you a lesser price for such an outstanding value?
Can't say I do.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those cliches, you get what you pay for. And I see you wearing a really nice timepiece. What kind is it?
It's a Tag Heuer.
Oh, okay. Well, and that's a great designer actually, but what kept you from buying a regular timepiece, like say at the Walmart jewelry department?
Yeah, it's cheap, it's not gonna last, probably will break, battery life's not the same.
So you're thinking that they may have compromised on something then, right?
Yeah, of course.
Not the same that Tag Heuer actually, you know, has in their timepieces.
Sure.
Well, do you think my competitors maybe have given up something like quality of construction, energy efficiency, or resale value if they were able to offer you, you know, a better price?
Yeah, perhaps.
Now, which one do you really want to give up on? Is it energy efficiency?
Yeah, probably not.
How about the resale value?
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. How about quality of construction?
No, I don't.
You know, no, you want to make sure the integrity of the home is exactly what we say it will be.
Okay.
Tony, you're making the right decision. All I need is your okay, right below where I wrote thank you.
All right.
Oh, wow, okay. Get Ally's approval.
Yeah.
Okay, other than getting Ally's approval, is there any other reason why we couldn't move forward today?
No, I just got to get that final blessing.
Okay, no problem. So what do you think Ally's gonna say? I mean, is she gonna have any questions about today, any concerns?
Yeah, she'll probably have one question.
Okay, sure, what's that?
She just want to know about the price, really.
About the price, okay. Well, along with price, is she gonna ask about our warranties, about our service, about our quality construction?
Not so much, really, just about the price.
Okay, just the price. What do you think Ally's gonna say about the price?
Oh man, she want to get a probably lower price.
Lower price,
Yeah.
okay. That sounds great. We'd all like a lower price, right?
Absolutely.
Frank, shoot me straight. What do you think about the price?
You know, I think it's just a little tad bit high. than what
Okay, you think the price is a little too
just
high.
a little bit.
Okay, so the price is a little bit too high, and you also need to kind of talk with Ally. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, let me show you something here. This Hillcrest is $179,000, right? With all the upgrades, everything.
Yeah.
Realistically, where would you like that to be?
We kind of talked about it. We want to stay at probably 170 flat if we can.
Around 170. Okay, so $9,000. That's kind of the difference where we're parting here, right? Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay, Frank. Let me show you something here. You said $9,000, right?
Yes.
The average loan is around, say, 20 years, right? 240 months. So
Okay.
let's divide 9,000 by 240, which is going to give us $37.50 a month, right?
Right.
Let's break it down to the ridiculous. That's $1.25 a day. Saw you drinking a Red Bull earlier, right?
Yeah, I was.
That's cutting out one Red Bull a day, one soda, one coffee.
Never thought of it like that.
That's it. I mean, do you see how small that would be? That's what's keeping you and your family from getting this dream home, right?
All right.
So that takes care of the price issue. Now, as far as your wife, listen, I understand the seriousness and the magnitude of this, right?
Right.
I get it. And hey, I certainly appreciate you wanting to get Ally's blessing, you know, and also getting her approval, right?
Right.
Listen, she sounds a lot like me, right? She probably stays pretty busy, right?
Oh yeah.
So listen, I know that my wife's, you know, keen eye and great sense of value has saved me thousands of dollars in the past. And I also trust her to make a great decision, especially when she's convinced of the value, right?
That's right.
So listen, Frank, we have a money-back guarantee, right, for you when you put your down payment down, and that also secures your first-time visitors incentive, which we talked about is about $10,000 you're saving here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, I'm going to put it in black and white for you, Frank,
Okay.
right now. In a minute, I'm going to give you a copy. I'm going to email your wife. With your permission, we're going to get on the phone with her. I'm going to introduce myself, and you're going to invest in myself, and you're going to invest in Titan. How does that sound?
Sounds great, man.
Jared,
Yes.
man, I am so excited about you being here today and the things that we're going to be able to do. And so all I need is your okay above where I put thank you right on this agreement here.
Oh, yeah, just moving a little too fast. I just really wanted to shop around, and I wanted to go to Solitary or Pearl Harbor and check them out real quick. So just going, I like him, man, but I just gotta look around some more. Shop around.
Man,
Can I get your card?
well, you know, let me ask you this, Jared. I mean, we spend an awful lot of time out there and everything. And so is shopping around the only thing that would be stopping you from moving ahead?
Well, not really.
Not really?
But yeah, I guess so. I mean, I just really need to look around.
I get you. You know, I've been doing this an awful long time. And I have a lot of folks that come through here, and as you can see all these pictures on my wall, a lot of folks buy from me. And one of the reasons they do is because they like our product and all that kind of stuff. But you know, one of the things I have found that when people tell me that they want to shop around and they want to look or whatever, that kind of thing, is generally because they don't like the price. So Jared, man, be straight up with me. Is it the price?
Yes.
Are we far off?
No, you're right on. I mean, it's a pretty damn good deal.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm so happy that you were straight up with me, man, because that gives us a place where we can work from, you know? And let me ask you this. You know, we spend an awful lot of time just going through that book of mine. You know, we got the birth certificates. You saw those manufacturers and their weights and everything else like that. And we found that our homes actually weigh a whole lot more than the competition out there. We also looked at all those energy bills, you know, from different customers that we have, and they were so happy to share it with us because they save money. And we found that they saved money on their home purchases with those energy bills. And the other thing that we did was in that booklet, there was a whole bunch of resale value opportunities. We saw that Titan and we did a 5-year survey of different manufacturers, and we put our homes up against everybody else's. And what did we find? We had consistently higher resale value.
Yeah, I did read that.
Yeah, so those are all really, really important stuff. And let me ask you this. You know, when you think about a company that could offer really fantastic construction that's residential, that you can find a company that would have excellent resale value down the road if you're ever going to move, or you have a place that will give you superb energy efficiency so that that gift that keeps on giving actually goes lower and lower all the time. And so let me ask you this, Jared. You're a smart guy. So what would you give up? Would you give up the construction?
No.
Nah, I didn't think so. Would you give up energy efficiencies?
Heck no.
Nah. Would you give up future resale value?
No.
So let me, you know, price, I mean, it's just a one-time deal. But all those other things that we identified are actually going to pay dividends well into the future that are going to actually increase the value of your home, and that will make that price really go down. So don't you believe that you and your family deserve the best?
Yeah.
You know? And I know I want you to have the best. And I want to mobilize my crew of experts to come behind you and get you the greatest house that you can have, and have a really long a home that's going to give you great value for a long time. That's a part of our commitment to you. So Jared, man, with all of that, all I want you to do is give me your agreement right here, and we'll get you all rocking and rolling.
Heck yeah.
Jared, man, I'm happy, man. We love that house. You found it like a 9.5, and if we put the little bathtub in there and everything else, then it's going to be a rocking tent. Okay?
Yes, I gotta have that jetted tub.
Yeah, that's right, man. So that's pretty awesome. So let me ask you this. Let's go ahead and get started with everything, and I just need your okay right here where I put thank you.
Oh, you know, I just came to do the leg work. I've got to get my fiance to look at it before I can do this. I like it though. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
You did a good job.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. You know, I totally, I get you, man, because my wife now, I've been married like, what, almost 2 years, well, a year and a half. But we've been together like 9, you know, and she wants to have a say in everything. You know, even when I bought my truck, you know, I had to call her, you know, and so she came over and I bought the truck. But you know, the cool thing about it is that I understand your situation. So let me ask you this. What do you think that, Chloe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you think Chloe's going to have some questions about? Is it going to be like the service, the warranties, the construction?
Yeah,
Price?
probably just the price.
Just the price? Oh, okay.
And if it has a big tub.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And do you think she trusts your judgment?
It depends. Yeah, I think, you know, I just got to get her okay too. But
Yeah.
she would a little bit, but it's, you know, happy life, happy life.
Yeah, I get you. You know, let me ask you this. So she trusts your judgment. You felt like this home that you both were going to really enjoy, right? It's
Yes.
going to be a really great long-term investment for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think so too, man. And I mean, we spent a bunch of time out there and we, you know, I could see you guys living in that place and having some great parties and all that kind of stuff. And you know, your little boy Cash, I mean, he's going to dig that room, man.
Yeah.
And so the cool thing about it is this, you know, we want to honor your commitment to your fiance because that's important. You know, if she's happy, you're going to be happy.
Yeah, I got to get a house before I get married.
Yeah, but here's the deal. I don't want you to lose out on these fantastic opportunities. You know, here's the deal. Corporate and the factory have given us some incentives today, and we've totaled out to about 10 grand, you know? And if we have to tack that on top of the house, that's probably not going to make her very happy.
No.
And I have nothing that I can do with those incentives. I mean, if you leave here today and don't make a decision to go with Titan and me, then what you're really saying is, hey, I want to pay a higher price. Because corporate's going to say, dude, you got to, I mean, there's nothing we can do. So Titan put into effect this new deal. It's called a spousal approval program. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we get a lot of folks just like you come in here and they're like, I love the place and everything, but I got to get my wife or whatever their approval. And so I tell you what, when you give me your agreement here today, what we're going to do is we're going to lock the price in, we're going to lock the incentives in, and if your fiance, Chloe, doesn't like it at all, let's say she decides to go and say, this house, she wants to go to house B. Man, no big deal. We're going to take that incentive, we're going to put it on house B, pick all the colors and everything else out like that she will really like because she may not have liked the color you had.
Oh, she can pick the colors?
Oh, absolutely, and the cabinets.
Nice.
And so, all I need to do to get rolling with you and put that program into place is your agreement right here. And I'll tell you what, let's give her a call right after we do that, and let's get her locked into an appointment either today or tomorrow. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Rock and roll.
All right, Mr. Kesserson, give me your approval right above where I wrote thank you. We'll get this process rolling for you, sir.
You know, I'm not quite ready to go with that just yet.
Okay. May I ask, you know, what's, other than just not quite being ready, what is it that's holding you back, sir?
I just want to shop around a little bit, kind of do a little more research.
Okay, I understand. Now, other than shopping around, is there anything else that's standing between you and purchasing this dream home today?
No, it's a great house. I just want to make sure, you know what I mean?
Hey, I know what you mean. And I appreciate you leveling with me. Now, most of my customers, when they tell me they want to go shop around, what they're really looking for is the best price. Am I off?
That's exactly right. I want to make, just double check the price. I mean, there's nothing else I can do.
Hey, I hear you, boss, and that makes good sense. Most of my customers want to make sure they're getting the best quality product for a great price. And I mean, heck, in this economy, you want to make sure you're spending your money wisely and making a smart, safe investment. And I appreciate you leveling with me on that one. Earlier, we talked a little bit about the 3 most important things when it comes to purchasing a home. The quality of the home, construction, the resale value, as well as the energy efficiency that's very important in this great state of Texas. I mean, it's hot.
Yeah, right.
You remember how I was able to prove to you through a third-party resource that we have the best quality, the best resale value, and the highest efficiency and energy cost?
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Kesterson, you know, you deserve the best. Your family deserves the best. What are you guys willing to give up? Is it the quality construction?
No way. Nope,
Is it the energy efficiency?
no way.
Okay. Then it must be the resale value.
I don't want to give up any of those three.
Okay. Now, what company do you know of that offers highest quality, best service, highest resale value, and the cheapest price? I mean,
Oh, that's a good point.
frankly, it doesn't, in my time, it doesn't exist. So if you guys aren't willing to give up the quality, the construction, the resale value of the home, and the energy efficiency, you must be willing to budge a little bit on price.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I never really had thought it through that way.
I mean, you get what you pay for. And you want to make sure you're making a very smart, very safe investment for your family.
Right,
I mean, you don't want to compromise quality when it comes to your family, that's for sure.
right.
Listen, you're going to be so happy that you went with me today because I'm going to provide you a safe, smart investment for your family and the longevity of your home. Give me your approval just above where I wrote, "Thank you, Mr. Kesterson," and we'll look at these savings. Yep. Okay. Looks like we got everything squared away on the perfect house today. Give me your approval. We'll get this process going right now, Mr. Kesterson.
Gosh, Peter, I love the house and everything. I just got to get the mom involved and make sure I don't make a mistake here, you know, so.
And smart man like yourself, that makes perfect sense to me. What do you think Mrs. Kesterson's gonna say? Is she gonna have some questions about what we went over today?
Probably not. I just want her to kind of bless the whole project, you know. I want to make sure she likes the look of it and the feel, you know.
Yep, the look and the feel. Do you think she's gonna be at all concerned about the quality, the warranties, the services that we provide, or is it mainly the price?
You know, she's not gonna be worried, but she leaves all that to me. You know, I just kind
Okay.
of want her to get a feel for the house, make sure it's good for her, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, and that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to a family investment like this, you want to make sure you've got everybody involved. Let me ask you something. Is it normally this sort of an operation where you go out and do all of the heavy lifting and stuff, and she kind of gives you your okay after you've decided on the perfect house, which we found today, and all of that information? That's traditionally how I operate as well. Ms. Kesterson and I sound a lot alike. I mean, she stays real busy with work. I stay real busy with work, and frankly, I like to do, you know, just a little bit of work at the end. I let Elizabeth go out and do all the heavy lifting.
Right. Well, when it comes to the housing, the reason I'm on the front side of this, because I want to make sure it's quality. I want to make sure it's well built. I want to make sure it's energy efficient.
Okay.
And so I get that out of the way, and then she just basically has to bless the look, you know what I mean?
Yep. So it's the highest quality, it's the best efficiency, and it's the best price home you've found so far, correct?
That's correct. Yeah.
So we just need to make sure that Ms. Kesterson absolutely loves the look of the house.
Exactly.
And I'm with you on that one. I want to make sure you make a smart, safe investment, and I want to make sure Ms. Kesterson's on board as well. So listen, what we've developed here at Titan is a very unique approach. We offer a money-back guarantee for any customer who wants to get a spouse approval on the overall purchase of their home.
Okay.
And what I'll do for you, sir, is I'll write that on the purchase memo right here as an amendment that without Ms. Kesterson's blessing, we're going to stop this whole procedure today. But I'd hate for you guys to miss out on $12,000 worth of savings
Right.
just because she was unable to make it because of her busy schedule and her commitments. So what I'd like to do is, if it's okay with you, I'll make a copy of this, we'll get it over to her via email, and then if she's got some time, we'll get her on the phone right now. Is that okay with you? That way we can go over the numbers and figures with her right now today.
She's gonna be fine with all that. I just need to get her in, you know, and we could probably do that, you know, right away, but I just,
Okay.
you know, so that's where I am.
Well, let's do that. Let's go ahead and make sure we get the savings. And what time, here, you give me your approval on this one. I'll get her on the phone and find out when she can come in tomorrow or the next day and take a look and walk through that perfect house. Does that sound good?
But you're saying money back?
Money back guarantee, absolutely. Yes, sir. That's how we operate here.
Fantastic.
All righty.